day, another dollar. Good morning, everyone. Well, we're on our way to Maryland, drop off this load. We're in West Virginia right now, close to Morgantown. Our fuel stop coming up in about 90 miles. And it's about 170 miles after our fuel stop. A lot of mountains and a lot of hills and a lot of construction. Well, these are those mountains I was telling you about. Now we got fog. We got some Sleepy Hollow shit going on right now. This is where I wish I had 13 speed. Right now I'm in 7th. That's too low. And if I go down to 8th, my RPMs are going to want to drop down to like 800. I can't see anything in front of me. Maybe about 200 feet in front of me, that's about it. See that car just disappear? Is ending, and we're about to go downhill, I think. Yep. I'm gonna keep her in 9th. I can't see in front of me. We have a GPS is warning me a 5% downgrade ahead. Oh, look, now it's starting to rain. Beautiful. runaway truck ram, 2 miles. That's if you lose all your braking, can't slow down, you drive up those ramps. And I think they use sand to slow you down, but then you're gonna have to get towed out of there. Miles is going to be a 5% downgrade. 5% is not too bad, but what makes it more dangerous is obviously the low visibility in this fog. That's why I hate coming to West Virginia. I'm doing 38 miles an hour right now, and I don't want to go any faster. I got my 4-ways on. I can see a little bit further. Alright, so I'm in 9th now. I'm going to keep it in 9th. And I have the Jake brakes on too. Well, at least we can see again. A little worried there. And we're already halfway through this downgrade. But there's going to be a lot more of these coming up. That's all West Virginia is hills and mountains. So if you look to the right, here's that runaway ramp. So if I had lost all braking, I would drive up that ramp and the ramp would stop me. When you're going downhill in a truck, you don't want to hold your brakes too long, because you can overheat. Most trucks have drum brakes, and heat causes materials to expand. If you overheat your drums, they're going to expand, and then they'll expand to the point where the brake shoes won't make contact with the drums anymore. So what I do is I hold them down for about 5 seconds. So I'm going to do it right now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that actually just brought me down about 7 miles an hour. I'm doing 56 now. And I don't care what people behind me think if I'm going too slow. If they want to pass me, they got the lane on the left they can use. Now we're back to 60, so I'm going to hold it down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, release. And it looks like this is going to be the end of it anyways. Yep, okay. The last thing you want to do is overheat your brakes when you're going downhill, because then nothing is going to stop you except, well, I don't even know if this barricade here will stop you. 80,000 pounds, by the time you hit it without brakes, you're probably going to be doing 80, 90 miles an hour. You're going to roll right off the side of this cliff. Never rush it. Always be safe. Now we're losing speed again because we're going uphill. Yeah, once I hit 1,000 RPMs, I downshift. So right now. So I went from 9th to 8th. I might have to go down to 7th. I don't know how much longer this is going to last. I'm losing RPMs already. Oh, gotta get the four-ways back on. Yeah, the speed limit is 70 and I'm doing 34. Back up to 10th. But that 13 speed would be a lot better for the mountains because you could, when you get to the high gears, you can split them. They have a low and a high. 10 speed doesn't have that. It's just 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. The 13 speed, you can split those individual gears. And that would come in handy, especially between 8th and 9th and 7th and 8th. This one's too low and the other one's too high. I may be able to go up these hills a lot faster. Well, not a lot faster, but faster. Because if you're too low of a gear, then you start overheating the engine. That's a whole nother problem in itself. You gotta pull over, let the engine cool off. Who knows how long that would take. And then when you get going again, you're gonna have to go uphill. You might be going up that hill in first or second gear, depending how steep it is. And if you're full, I'm 78,000 pounds right now. Started off in Ohio, got to West Virginia, then we were in Pennsylvania for a little bit. Now we're back in West Virginia. I'm sure if you ask 10 different truckers how they go downhill, you'll probably get 10 different answers. It's like going down south and asking someone how they cook their ribs. You ask 10 people, you'll get 10 different answers. That's just my way. Because I know if I hold on to the brakes too long, I'm going to overheat. So if the roads aren't wet or slippery, I would suggest maybe trying my method out if you're a rookie driver. Alright, so now we're going to be going uphill again. Or, you know, watch other videos and see how other people do it, and then, you know, maybe find a happy medium between the two ones that you like the most. But most importantly is don't hold your brakes too long. Use your Jake brakes. That's what they're there for. Jake brake, I can't even talk. The Jake brakes, they basically retard your engine. And there's several methods of doing it. My truck, it does it through the exhaust system. And when you retard the engine, it'll slow you down without touching the brakes. But you still have to, you know, use the brakes. Just not as hard. There you have it, Mountain Driving 101 from Trucker John. Hope you enjoyed.